Testing. Testing, testing. Testing. Wonderful. Testing. Wonderful, wonderful. Testing, testing. Why is this continuing? These things aggravate me every day. Testing, testing. Why is this continuing? Okay. Seems like this is now working in its finest regards, and I'm happy for it. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't hearing me. I don't know. Do you like the new setup? What do you think of the new? What do you think of the new setup? $246. Is that slang? Are you using young people slang on me? You're not allowed to do that. Really? Oh, boy, that's not good. Are you on your phone or your Are you on your phone or are you on your computer? Because I could dual stream, I guess. We could try it. We could try some. Maybe try on your phone. Maybe you could try watching it from your phone. Try everything. we could. Let's see. What is this? Click that. Oh, you can just open voice channels? No. Very spooky, very scary time travel. There's no way I'm spelling that word right. So what's going on with you today, Opus? I know you can only respond in 2-minute intervals, but I do want to know. chicken. I'm having a very lazy day today. Is it? Let me fix that. Oh boy. Oh, what's going on? Well, tell me what's going on. Oh, Opus, are you okay? As useless as you. So, if I could have met privately, what? It's not. If I can admit something minorly private here, I have a hemorrhoid, and it's really hurts. Opus, if you want to talk about it, I care about you here. What's going on? Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's just annoying. So it makes sitting in chairs kind of hard, and it just hurts to do a lot of things. And I'm just waiting for it to go down. But it's a real embarrassing issue. It's really embarrassing when it happens, because it's like. If people are out there in the world and they've heard me talk about Opus. I hate to say it. It's a sad Opus. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Megan. Freaking Megan's always trying to get in our way. Okay, we're gonna switch it up just a little bit. But how do you like the new background and stuff? I thought it was kind of cool. Tell me about your escape plan. Gonna get your own place? That's good. Everything sounds dramatic. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, you should eventually stop. The best way to get out of situations like this is to establish your own life away from whoever is doing this to you. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Yeah. That works. Oh, I got news. Opus, do you? Oh, that's great. Well, that's good. I feel bad that you feel the need to fake an identity. Oh, I have some news, by the way. If you, I want to hear more about this, but I got some news. As it's looking, I'm going to be going back to college. And for a very weird reason. Yeah, I got a scholarship. School here in Houston gave me a scholarship, so I guess I'm going back to school. To school here in Houston. I don't know why this is out of focus. This drove me crazy. I don't know. They just offered me a scholarship, a transfer scholarship. It's enough. I have to keep three. I have to study for. I have to take 3 classes every semester to keep it up. Yeah. It's a school here in Houston, St. Thomas. I'm curious how I managed it too. And I can't really tell you. You know? Can't really tell you how I pulled it off. I guess I got okay grades at some point in the past. I always wanted to go back to school. I just didn't want to spend the money to do it. You know? But now that I've got, a scholarship, I'm totally up for doing that. I'm probably not going to get a lot of writing done today, but that's okay. It's enough to pay for, if I take the minimum, oh boy, I don't mind at all. I'm trying to remember how much it is. Well, I know it's enough to pay for 3 courses. If I take just 3 courses a year, if I take 3 courses every semester, the scholarship pretty much pays for it. I'm pretty much paying 0 money. You know? I don't remember the exact numbers. I guess I could. always talk about how much you're getting from people. If I could give a little thing about how labor relations work. Any law that encourages you not to share what you're making is inherently a immoral law, because that means that they're going to try and underpay most people, and if you don't share what you're making, it means people can't coordinate to try and get better pay. So how's your, in between all the sad, how's your, wireless? What the fuck is going on with this thing? So, watch what happens. Well, now you're working. Now, first, the wire. I'm doing a wireless. My wireless keyboard is screwing up, is what's going on. And theoretically, there are many things I could be doing better, but. Because I figure out how to get stuff to work with my basic knowledge, and then I just do that. And I've never totally mastered the tab feature. So Opus, have you worked on anything as of late? Right? It's just like, you figure one thing out and you're like, I don't need to figure anything else out. It is human nature. What do you know? You are right. It does make more sense. Sounds right. Lately, what I've been trying to do lately is just get the first draft done of things. Like, don't even worry about it being particularly great or anything. Just trying as hard as I can to get the thing written. And then after I've got that all figured out, the basic like notes of it all, then I go back and I rewrite it. And I add all the add all the better stuff. Because you have infinite chances of getting it better. You can always make it better, but a unfinished thing will always stay unfinished. Virus, okay. I'm inclined to think it is. Tasha, my friend. It's been a while though, Tosh. Good to see you. So, what are you working on right now? I want to hear. There we go. Work at it delicately and efficiently. I will do declare. I'm sorry to hear about the buttness of the world. The world is very much a butt right now. Oh, come on. I think I need to replace the batteries on this thing. I may have been watching. One of my favorite film performances of all time is Val Kilmer's. Val Kilmer's performance as Doc Holliday, and I have definitely been rewatching it. I have definitely been rewatching it somewhat extensively. And then eventually, the more I do that, the more it turns into me just doing like a southern, just a disaffected southern man. Okay, is it any better, Opus? What's going on with you, my friend? My friend? So Opus, how? Wonderful, my friend. Wonderful. How is Apex Legends? Is it as legendary as its title? As it is in the real life. As it is in the real life, so it is in the video game. I would not know. This is on Google Docs, and I believe I do not have it formatted for page breaks, but I guess I could attempt one. Is anybody aware of how to create a page break in Google Docs? I believe it might be in here. Show section breaks in my bad. Oh, wonderful. 5 pages. It is 5 pages of text. Well, Opus, I will compensate by asking you several questions at once. I'm curious how your writing is going. I'm curious, have you seen anything new? And I'm curious how your mother is doing. And I'm looking forward to this Friday. And I'm looking forward to this Friday when we have another art night. I figured it out. Although it will be your first, it is my second. And it was quite a pleasure last time, so I'm looking forward to it again. And I'm working to release that officially under a podcast title, yet it is slow going at the moment, and that frustrates me to no end, but it is what it is. So, Tashi, at some point I will stop talking like this, but I don't know when. I have been doing So, Tashi, I've started a new thing, where we have art nights every Friday. Most indubitably. Okay, so here's the issue. This is the audio of the last one we recorded. And we'll see if this totally fucks up my thing. But it... what TED Talks? I really like that is wonderful to know. Which ones did you watch? I like TED Talks. Well, the actual TED Talks. There's two kind of, they have like a lot of really interesting stuff. Have you ever? I think I may have shown you the. Have you ever seen their animated animation? The animation that they produce, because they have a lot of really cool ones. This is a good one.
After a savage seafaring skirmish and 8 long days of being battered by waves, the Vainamoider, a powerful bard and sage as old as the world itself, washed up on the shores of distant Pohjola. Unlike his home Kalevala, Pohjola was a dark and frozen land, ruled by Lofi, the gap-toothed hag of the north. The cunning witch nursed Wainamoinen back to health, but demanded a reward for returning him home. Not content with mere gold and silver,
I've been doing that accent all day. It's a little bit hard to break out of it.
wanted what did not yet exist, the sampo. To be forged from the tips of white swan feathers, the milk of greatest virtue, a single grain of barley, and the finest wool of lambskins, this artifact was said to be an endless font of wealth. But Wainamoinen knew that only Seppo Ilmarinen, the eternal hammerer who forged the sky dome itself, could craft such an object. So he convinced Loki to send him home and fetch the smith. Though the journey was far from easy, the bard finally made it back to Kalevala. But Ilmarinen refused to go to the gloomy north, a land of witches and man-eaters. But keeping true to his word, Wainamoinen tricked Ilmarinen into climbing a giant tree before summoning a mighty storm to carry the smith all the way.
Is that a Malcolm Gladwell? Is Malcolm Gladwell the speaker? He talks about that idea a lot.
Her guest with extravagant hospitality and promised him the hand of her beautiful daughter if he could craft what she wished. When she finally asked if Ilmarinen was capable of forging the sampo, the powerful smith declared he could indeed accomplish the task. But try as he might to bend the forge to his will, its fires only produced other artifacts, beautiful in appearance but ill-mannered in nature. An elegant crossbow that thirsted for blood, and a gleaming plow that ruined cultivated fields, among others. Finally, Ilmarinen summoned the winds themselves to work the bellows, and in 3 days' time he pulled the sampo with its lid of many colors from the forge's flames. On its sides, the smith carefully crafted a grain mill, a salt mill, and a money mill. Loki was so delighted with the object's limitless productive power that she ran off to lock her treasure inside a mountain. But when Ilmarinen tried to claim his prize, the promised maiden refused to marry him, and the smith had to return home alone. Years passed, and while Pohjola prospered, Ilmarinen and Wainamoinen were without wives or great wealth. Bitter about this injustice, the bard proposed a quest to retrieve the sampo, and the two sailed north with the help of Lemminkainen, a beautiful young man with a history of starting trouble. Upon arrival, Wainamoinen requested half the sampo's profits as compensation, or they'd take the artifact by force. Outraged at this request, Loki summoned her forces to fight the heroes, but as her army readied for war, the bard played his magic harp, Kantele, entrancing all who heard it and sending Pohjola into a deep slumber. Unimpeded, the three men took the sampo and quietly made their escape. Lemminkainen was ecstatic at their success and demanded that Wainamoinen sing of their triumph. The bard refused, knowing the dangers of celebrating too early. But after 3 days of traveling, Lemminkainen's excitement overwhelmed him, and he recklessly broke out in song. His awful singing voice woke a nearby crane, whose screeching cries roused the Pohjolan horde. The army made chase. As their warship closed in, Wainamoinen raised a rock to breach their hull. Undeterred, Loki transformed into a giant eagle,
Almost definitely.
on her back as they attacked the hero's vessel. She managed to grab the sampo in her claw, but just as quickly, it dropped into the sea, shattering into pieces and sinking deep beyond her talon's reach. Buried on the ocean floor, the remnants of this powerful device remain in the realm of Ahti, god of water, where they grind salt for the seas to this very day. This Finnish epic inspired a young British boy in Birmingham. He went on to write one of the most beloved literary adventures of all time, The Lord of the Rings. Download a free...
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's women aren't objects. But in myths, in ancient myths, there's always women who are. Women are usually a prize, which is deeply sexist, but it's also. It's also. It's just deeply sexist, but it's also an incredibly common trope, which is really sad, but it just means that us future writers have to interpret a little bit more of a better version of the world. Like, you could even argue that he was. He kind of didn't have the right to claim it. But that's the what is it called, the Kovoka or the Kovoka? It's from Finnish myth or Balkan myth. Oh no, you shouldn't. Don't worry about it. It's fascinating from a. It's fascinating from a. What am I thinking? It's fascinating from a. If you're interested in fields of study, you're gonna just encounter stuff like this. But as a writer, like, I'm not expecting. It is toxic. It is toxic. It is. And modern day writers, I would be very upset. If they did it. But it's interesting to look at all this stuff and all these the attitudes of the ancient world, I think. And no, it's just bad, but I'm also so fascinated by all this stuff that I'm just used to these things that happen. But I don't know. I find myths just so kind of amazing, because it's like ancient, like it's like some of the oldest tales from around the world. Not that any of this stuff should be emulated. Not that. What am I saying?
In mythological ancient Greece, soaring above Crete on wings made from wax and feathers, Icarus, the son of Daedalus, defied the laws of both man and...
Because the thing about it is the ancient world has so many amazing things to it, but it's also... it's the ancient world, and it's... Oh, yes. Now, I demand that stories maintain where they are exactly at all times. That stories are not allowed to change. But yeah. The what's it called? The Caravo is a real. I just. No, don't do that. Do that. It's a truly, I mean, one of my favorite myths is, I don't know, it's like, whenever I read, it's hard to examine myths and, like, ancient stories from modern day perspectives, Or it's, I don't know, not modern day perspectives, it's hard to, when you read a lot of this stuff, you have to kind of put yourself in a, you're going to have to kind of put yourself in that, a thing I always think about, like, mythological heroes is they're not necessarily supposed to be good people. They're just supposed to be people of great note, was the idea, usually. Because, like, Thor, Thor is a superhero now, but oh God, did I just defend something terrible? I didn't mean to. I just wanted to share some Finnish mythology, which I think is rather amazing and underrated. I think Finnish mythology is amazing. I don't defend the moralities of any of their actions. All mythological heroes are assholes of the highest order. Oh, I always worry. Like, if you looked at, like, say, like, there's a reason, like, Hercules movies are never accurate to Hercules stories, because Hercules in the myth is an asshole who does terrible things. And you like Thor? People like Thor? But I love mythology. I love reading about it. I love examining it. And one of the fascinating things about get food. Go get food. Go get food. I'm a little tired. It's weird. You know, the thing is, it's weird when you like a story, but you don't. But the morals are weird because it's like theoretically, like I think especially like with older stories, like ancient tales, like there's leeway in that, where it's like you can acknowledge that, like in modern days, like the woman wouldn't just be a prize, but you know, in ancient like stories, it's like, well, yeah, the woman, I don't know what I'm trying to justify. Somebody agree with me? Well, in kind of my opinion, a little bit opus. Well, I think when you're watching something or reading something, morals are different than real world morals. Because many great works of art have been about exploring like morally like gray or bleak works, I know that. Well, many great works of morality are about exploring like the darker sides of human instinct and stuff. So like they will feature protagonists who do ostensibly awful things. And we're not invited. So I always think of like stuff like that of like as like I'm not like supporting it. It's just more I'm interested in. It's like by merely watching a fictionalized person do a fictionalized version of the thing, you're not really supporting it. I always think like the big morality comes in when I think morality especially plays a hard part, at least in my mind, when the people themselves are presented as, when the people behind it are presented as awful people. And the conflict I really have is like, well, one, if it's fiction, if it's made for adults, then as an adult, I expect you to understand the difference between an example of fiction things showing things and real world consequences. Yeah. Whereas it's made for kids, then the debate is more up for my mind. But if it's adult media made for adults, then I'm like, no. It's like, as adults, you should be able to handle more morally, like, questionable things. Like, not that I necessarily want kids' media to be, like, this is good, this is bad, but adult media is is capable of getting away with harder, more mature subjects. So whenever I read myths, I look at it I have a detachment from, like, what the actual morality of it is all. And I think people think... Oh, damn. Fuck. Well, good for them. But the question, I guess, like, a show I really like, Barry, is about a very morally, almost villainous character. And people are like, well, should we... And there's a lot of discussion I hear online. Like, well, should we be rooting for this character because of how morally, almost, like, he's, like, practically a villain? And I'm like, we're adults. Adults understand the difference between, like, a fiction and reality. That's a skill you're supposed to develop as an adult. So I always have a disconnect, but I guess what I'm freaking out is I don't want my unironic enjoyment of mythology and reading about mythology to as an endorsement of certain attitudes that ancient peoples had in the ancient world about things. Because there's a lot of fucked up shit in the ancient world. Let me tell you. Like a lot of fucked up stuff. Who is this person? Are they doing like... Exactly. There we go. I guess that's all I wanted to say. But yes, it is but in myth, there are so much fucked up stuff. Like, I know we're used to reading, like, sanitized versions, you know, and, like... Although, I don't mind people sanitizing myths a little bit. If they're, like, for kids. Tell me about it. Cause, like, there are legitimate, like, people out there who complain that, like, such bullshit. Why didn't they have in Disney's Hercules movie? Why didn't they have Zeus sleeping around? Why didn't they have Zeus sleeping around with tons of women? And why wasn't Hercules depicted as killing his family? Like, ugh, such bullshit. And I'm like, I wonder if there's a reason. Really? Could you not think of maybe the reason why the Disney Corporation didn't want to do that? Okay. Sounds good so far. I'll say this. To truly, truly love something, you have to be able to see its flaws and still love it. Okay, sounds good so far. What was I gonna say? Saying all that, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. You just gotta handle that correctly. So, as I've always said, the best way to write books for kids is to slowly age up the themes. Okay, so here's how you handle it, Opus. Here's how you handle it. Slowly age up the themes. Start fluffy and light, and then theoretically, as your readers get older, you should age it. You should start introducing more and more adult problems into the situation. That's how you handle it, really. Because every kid grows up kind of like that, where it's, yeah. No, but I think Opus wants to write these all as one series, right? Yeah, okay. So the way I would do it, how I would handle it, is I would start light and fluffy, And then as I would go on, I would introduce more complexity. Emulate how like kids eventually learn about the world, usually, which is from a place of relative. Well, Justice League isn't Marvel, that's DC. But yeah, that's Marvel. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. Would you guess where Marvel's? Would you guess where Marvel's offices were for the longest time? Well, so Opus, here's what I would say. This is your writing, right? Here's what I would say. Ask yourself, who's your most dynamic character? I want to play around in Hero Forge for a little bit. Do you guys ever use Hero Forge? Like, who's the character that will go through the most change? So if they're the most dynamic character, they go through the most character development. Shouldn't they theoretically be like the character you focus on? SZA? No, I can't. Zaya? Zaya? Oh boy, I can't pronounce anything today. Shop? I'm bad with names. SZA. Saya. Saya. I'm never gonna get it. Oh no. What is this?
Shop.
Za. Sha. Za. Is it like you remove the, you say it like you would say pizza, za, but you take out the P, so it's za? I'm sorry to every Asian person of the Asiatic continent for mispronouncing a very simple name. I'm never gonna get it. Is it not Asian? What is it? Okay. Spell it phonetically. Opus. Spell it phonetically. If what is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? That is a man. I'm not very motivated to write today, honestly. You know, the thing is, when you do this every day, there's just some days where it just not much comes. Have you ever used this program? Opus? third one. Well, this is too much mental space for me right now. Close mid-vowel. Aja. Aja? Asia? Aja? Aja? Aja's a pretty name. Aja. I'm sorry, Opus. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna get it. I'm just not gonna get it. I'm sorry. It's just... I'm trying very hard. Do you want to hop on? Sure. Oh, there it is. Hello? Can you hear? I can't hear you. Are you talking? Oh, there it is. Say something. Huh. What's going on here? Oh, weird. 1 second. It might be. I think I know what's going on. Video. Sometimes it does this weird thing. Okay. What is the default there? Okay. Out. Okay. Can you? Talk. Say something. I think I can hear you. Yes, we can hear. 1 second. Let me turn the music off. Opus? No, it's fine. There we go. Good talk.
Energy. Frame.
Okay, 1 second.
Saija.
Saija.
We're very close.
Saija. 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 S-I... Sai... Ja. C-H-A. Well, because usually when they Latinize like Chinese and Japanese names, they'll do little hyphens in there. You know?
But it's not Asian.
Yeah, but it has 2 syllables. And it's a little bit hard for... So... It would be maybe easier for people to read if it was S-I / Ja. J-A. Maybe that's my little suggestion.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Want to try guessing another one?
Yes, let's do it. I'm not going to get it right, but let's keep trying. Amone.
No.
Amani?
Well, like a mixture of both.
Monet, Amani. Ammonai.
No.
Okay, let's see. Monet. Amonli?
Amani.
Amani. And so are you just making up these names? Yeah. See, I'm very much...
I'm really good at making up gobbledygook words
Yeah.
and names.
Oh, that's always fun. Do you do some people do the trick of when they want to make up names, they just randomly type letters on the keyboard and then try and turn that into words?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
There's also one where like you write out like a sentence of what the person is, like a friend to the main character or whatever. Then you take like the sentence and you turn it into an acronym.
Yeah.
You turn that into their name.
That is a dangerous game to play because you can. That leads you into some weird, strange names, I will say. So,
Well, you don't have to include all the letters, but...
Well, no, because J.K. J.K. Rowling famously does that, you know? We'll like do... Yeah, we'll do word association names all the time. And, the real problem is when she gets to like characters who aren't white.
Oh no.
And she'll, oh god, what the one everybody points out is Chang Chong, I believe, or Chow Chong.
Oh no.
It's like, and if people point out that's a nonsense name because that's a those are 2 different last names from 2 different countries. And it sounds very much like a racist thing white people will say when they're imitating Chinese people. Which
100%.
Which I will not do here. So that's always dangerous. Or what I'll do when I try and generate names is I'll just go to Fantasy Name Generator and pick the best sounding one from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I tried that little thing where I typed in random words and I came up with Assad fig tree.
Sod fig tree.
It's a beautiful name, I know. What's your favorite name that you came up with?
Saja and Amity are really high up there.
Saja. Oh, that's a good name. Saja.
I'm trying to think of other names I've come up with.
Yeah.
I haven't actually come up with that many. Like, continue to exist in my brain. It's like a handful of nonsensical names that I've kept.
Well, I always like coming up with names. They're always fun to come up with.
Famously have problems naming my characters.
Yeah.
I'm so reluctant to name them.
Oh yeah,
Not that I have problems with names. Don't want to.
That's always a difficult one.
It's like, it's not good enough. No?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, I don't think I named anybody Amity yet. So I did. That's a lie. It's a lie.
Tell me the truth.
Oh yeah, there's this. Okay, so I'm not gonna say what I call it because it's a bad word. I mean, technically it's a bad word. I don't view it that way. So there's a book that its nickname has nothing to do with the book itself.
Tell it.
That there's actually don't know what I'm going to do with the book, but the main character is 19 and she has like 2 kids.
Okay.
That are like 4 and like really young, like toddlers.
Yeah.
And her daughter is Amity and her son is Jack.
Okay.
It's a book that is very much up in the air.
Okay, tell me about it. Amity Jack. I like that. I like those names.
And it was just, you know how sometimes you get these like really random ideas that are like, oh, that's a really good idea, like in the moment.
Yeah.
And then like it sticks with you, and eventually you're like, that's kind of, I don't know, you know?
Well, that's how that's where all the great writing comes from. Is from that thought process.
Basically, the idea for the book was like post-World War III. Apparently, if you say post-World War III, people automatically are like, oh, it's dystopian, and it absolutely is not.
Yeah.
Just needed a world war to have radiation zones across the United States.
Okay. Sounds post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, apocalyptic. I mean, by that theorem, we're living in is post-apocalyptic.
Oh, well, I think when people are hearing that, what they're saying, there's a famous quote by Einstein where he goes, World War III will be fought with nuclear weapons. World War IV will be fought with sticks.
I mean, but like, the idea is that like it's kind of the normal, like current modern, right? It's just war happened, so things are a little bit different. Like
Tell me about it.
refugees in the United States that wouldn't usually be here, and like a culture dynamic and like people in like rebellion, trying to go back to like the good old days, like how it used to be, and like radiation talks across the United States as well as other countries.
Okay.
Just
Sounds fun.
large places of radiation, but it's not like hindering on the world, right?
Right.
The vehicle isn't hindering the world that much, you know?
Society must still go on.
Sound isn't hindering the world.
Okay.
The whole world doesn't bleed and die because Chernobyl happened. Just Chernobyl bled and died.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, true, but we very well could have. Chernobyl was almost a. If they had not fixed Chernobyl, if they had not worked very hard to try and stop what was happening at Chernobyl, it really could have killed maybe half of Europe.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the book isn't post-apocalyptic. Like, oh, we had to learn how to hunt again.
No. I get what
in water and stuff like that. Like I mean, it's apocalyptic, sure, but
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Is that the world?
Yeah.
Like the world is still like there's still governments, there's still like societies and stuff. It's just like large portions of what we used to be habitable are no longer habitable.
I mean, it's not world shattering.
Yeah.
It's world shaking. World.
Okay.
Basically, the original idea was that a large chunk of the United States was like taken over by several different countries.
Okay.
And I've since realized that that's completely illogical. I mean, it was pretty immediate, but that's the original brain spark. So the rebellion people are trying to like get back American land.
Which country?
Great.
Yeah.
You know?
America. Which countries took it over?
But so basically, the main character's father is like the leader of the portions of rebellion. They live kind of squat, like hide in one of the radiation pods.
Okay.
It's at the point where it's like not detrimental to their health completely.
Okay.
Which I've also since realized is illogical because.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like I don't think that can happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, perhaps it would be like a detonation site.
Well. Well, like okay, so like Chernobyl is.
Radiated.
Chernobyl now is kind of safe to go to, but
how many years did that take?
Well, how many years was it since Chernobyl? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you can look it up. Oh yes, I saw this, Atashi. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I saw that they're doing that. Let's see, when did Chernobyl?
1986.
1986, so it's been like 30 years.
Yeah. Pretty long.
That could be enough. I mean
40.
Yeah, 40. I mean, theoretically, it could be a there's a theoretical type of if this is the future, then we can, you can play a little bit with science and stuff. So there's a type of bomb that kills only organic life but leaves everything else untouched. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I've heard of that.
I think it's mostly theoretical, but let's see. Everything's neatly laid out for me here. Okay, 1 second. Oh, come on. There we go. It could be a fission bomb. I think is what I'm thinking of.
Could be, but like it was just like this rudimentary idea of like the United States is in the United States and there's a bunch of radiation.
Neutron.
There's a rebellion.
Yeah. Okay.
But
a neutron.
Kind of like.
A neutron bomb, or an advanced radiation weapon, is a low-yield thermonuclear weapon designed to maximize lethal neutron radiation in the immediate vicinity of the blast while minimizing the physical power of the blast. A neutron release. Okay, well, this is a lot of science, but... Theoretically, you could do a neutron bomb, a fission bomb. You could do a neutron bomb, you could do a fission bomb, you could do you could even create a scientific... I mean, you could also say, like, aliens took over part of the U.S., That's always a way to get around. That's always a way to get around the unfortunate implications of a foreign nation taking over the U.S.
Yeah, I hadn't figured out, even governments I would want to pit against each other or anything. It's a comfy topic to think about.
Yeah, it's a hard topic to really think about because you'd have to choose a real nation, and that can get into real thorny territory almost immediately.
Right. I mean, theoretically, I could just create an Earth-like world.
That's a concept. That's an idea, or like another solution. Make aliens.
Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Cool. There we go. I was just about to remind you to do that, to mute your mic. Yeah, so what Atashi linked, if people didn't see it, lazy today. What Atashi linked, if people didn't see it, is they have announced that they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, which is, funny, I guess, for like 3 seconds. And the reason they can do that is because Winnie the Pooh has officially entered the public domain. So you're allowed to do anything you want with it now. But key points to the concept of Winnie the Pooh is that one, only the books have entered the public domain. So anything that is exclusive to the Disney movies, such as the red shirt, you ain't gonna be allowed to use that, my friends. That's funny. That is funny. I'm laughing uproariously at that. Bunch of freaking nerds. Indeed. It tickles my funny bone. Oh, I should put some music on. Yes. No, I'll put some music on. Do not worry about that, my good friend. Do not worry of that. I will endeavor to massage your ears with my candid grace of all them things. I have not. Would you be kind enough to show it to me? No problem. I did enjoy talking to you, Opus. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's good. That's good. So, Opus, tell me about your big idea. And I'm curious if you've ever heard of a show called The Man in the High Castle. Ooh, I hadn't heard of that. Oh, it sounds a little bit similar to your idea. Yeah, it's a little hard to talk about, like, say, displaying a future where America gets invaded by a foreign nation. That's a little bit of a hard story now to kind of write. Mainly because the people who do write it are kind of racist whack jobs. Who you... Most dedicated to this collection. That is wonderful. I'm very excited about that. Oh my goodness. I think this is one of the first years that most recorded material falls into, like, actual recorded music. Like, recordings of music fall into the public domain. How fascinating. Oh! Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. It gets hard to write things. I wanted to pitch something to people. I did this art night last week. And we're going to do one again this week. Which, by the way, people who are here are free to join. It's going to be over Zoom. It will be recorded, but, you know, it's a casual hangout zone. But I had so much fun doing that hangout zone that I will eventually put out there at some point down the line. But I had so much fun doing all that stuff that I kind of want to do a writing version of it. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, nowadays I ain't, unfortunately. Honestly, the time for it and has been significantly less than the time for it in. So I've been thinking about organizing a write-in night where it just I'm up for this. I will be using this immensely. Jeez. Yeah. Would that be something people are into? It does sound fun. Okay. I'll try. You could. Would you guys want to do it this Saturday, maybe? Well, everybody, I am. Well, we got plenty of time. Well, that's fun. Well, we don't have to do it Saturday. We could do it. well. Tell me when you're free, and then we can arrange it. Let's see. We can do it. No, Friday. I have the art night organized again. Sunday I'm busy. What time do you have set? What time do you have volleyball? What time do you get done with volleyball? Well, this is an off-stream conversation. Tell me what times you have, and then we can talk about it. I don't know why this is out of focus like it is, but it's driving me up a wall. Like, this is the same camera as this camera. But it's, I don't know what to tell you. Oh god, no, I'm out of focus. Autofocus is all sorts of fucked up on this thing. Well, anyways, I'm getting tired, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm having a little trouble staying awake. And I'm not desperate enough yet to make this a sleep stream. Even though I mightily could fall asleep right now. Well, we'll figure it out. You can figure it out Saturday now. I was thinking to organize it around 5 this time, so. What time is it for you right now? I think you're an hour behind me. Anyways, we can talk about this off stream.